and welcome to another episode of Entab Presents CampusCare EdTalks. As you all know, that the novel coronavirus, as it is referred to, is actually novel in its nature, and social isolation of this sort was never experienced by the living generation ever. So, these new normal in which we are living are building a lot of pressure and anxiety around each of us. So, to talk about these uncertain times, and help parents and students to deal with this pressure situation, we have with us a very experienced and diversified guest. She has an experience about 36 years in education sector, and in her long years of commitment to education, she has been instrumental in transforming the meaning of education in a new and better way. So apart from being an outstanding educator, she has also played hockey at national level, in which she is equally remarkable when it comes to cricket, basketball, or table tennis. She is also a decorated NCC cadet. She gave guard of honor to late Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and also played Congo at Rashtrapati Bhavan in 1984 Republic Day Parade. With this, I would like to welcome Mrs. Nirmala Ma'am, Principal
Nirmal,
Nirmal Ma'am, Principal DPS Public School, Kathua, Jammu. Welcome to Entab CampusCare, Ma'am.
thank you so much, dear. And it's always nice to be associated with the NTAB. And in fact, I've been working with the NTAB when I was working with I was a vice principal in KC International, and we have the software there, with quite a number of almost 18, 1900 children. So, and NTAB is doing a marvelous job. Good software which is giving everything whatever the school is required. So thank you so much, team NTAP, for giving me this platform, this giving me this opportunity to address this very crucial phase we are going through. So I hope I'll be able to do some justice to your queries and your questions. Uh, yeah.
Of course, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, ma'am, you know that the new way of life has been stressful for all, and all the pressure to meet personal and professional needs with the fear of COVID around is building a lot of anxiety. So, as an educator, you're responsible for so many kids. How has been your experience, in the past few months?
Uh, it's new normal, definitely, and nobody was expecting this kind of misadventure, and nobody was expecting this kind of pandemic where everything is now on this planet. Everything is stand still, you know, and especially in between these 4 months, starting from March onward and April, it has been a very crucial. It has been a very full of anxiety for the children, for the parents, stressful also, because everybody is worried what is going to be the future of our children. So when I talk about the schools which are on border areas or rural areas, or there the problem is, of course, is different, because in urban areas still parents are educated, and the children are quite aware of the technology, use of technology and this thing. But for these children coming from that kind of background, and then everything online and everything with the technology was a stressful thing. But I'm very happy to see, because in my school, children coming from absolutely border area where you're what to talk of internet, there's sometimes no electricity also, but still they have started coping up with the thing. And wonderful, as I was earlier talking to you, I was today was the PTM of my junior classes, and parents are very happy. They're happy that our children have become techno savvy. They are using technology. Class 1, class 2 child, class in KG children, they are handling, the parents are working, and with the grandparents help, they are attending online classes. So it's a blessing and a disguise, the both ways. That yes, of course, in personal interaction with the teacher and is different, but now I think everybody is settled down. The teachers have settled down because initially teachers were also having problems. Some of the teachers, and in every school, everybody is not techno savvy. If I talk about myself, I was not also not very, my hand on technology was very poor, but picked up everything as the
Yes.
passage of time and it started. Yeah.
Uh, so, um, so, ma'am, as the 21st century skills are charted out very well, and if well understood and practiced, it can help anyone deal with the situation effectively. So, would you please explain how students can practically apply them?
Yeah, definitely. As per, if you see the new education policy, which is going to be hopefully implemented from 2021, 22, or 22, 23, we have already started. We as educationists, as principals, have already started working on it. We have started giving that kind of small workshop to our teachers also, and to the parents also, and our children also. See, gone are the days of the theory part.
Yes,
Theory
ma'am.
is, it's okay. The books are there and everything is available. But if the child is able to implement on ground all this education, whatever he is getting and the knowledge, he is creating a beautiful, so many things. He's participating in every competition, science exhibitions, making projects, and and you must have seen 2 days back. I was just going through, and the one child has made a beautiful. He created a project on which he's using various parts which is there in the house, which sometimes it's there, but we don't give that kind of attention to. And the children have started using the material, waste material, and they're creating wonders out of it. So hand on things, they are making projects based on the things which are around. They are using the waste material of their houses, and they are learning things now. When we talk about the skills, these are the skills for the children at home. And today I was talking to my parents and I was telling them, I said, see, life skills are very important.
True.
So I mean, for life skills, you don't have to go to IITs or ITIs and this thing. At home also, when I was suggesting them, I said that the parents are, if you are ironing the clothes, tell the child is a little grown up that how to use iron, how to use iron their uniform. When you're making something in the kitchen, let the child stand next to you, explaining about the spices, explaining about sorry, various material which is available in the kitchen and how we are using this for cooking. Yeah, so many things. I mean, it's not only one thing with how to mop, how to clean the house, how to do the dusting. These are life skills which once the child is completes class 12th, and when they go abroad or when they go out, if the child knows how to mop, how to clean, how to iron the clothes, how to make anda bread, or make maggie, so at least he can survive everywhere. You can survive in the jungle also if you
Yes,
know all these. And these are the life skills which and you don't have to go out for all these things. At home, with the help of the parents or the grandparents or aunts and uncles, you can pick up, and the children are picking up. I'm very happy that they are making beautiful salads. Okay.
yeah.
And with the shape of the salads, they are learning maths, they are learning,
Wow.
they're writing a poetry, they are planting seeds, and they are growing their own plants in the pot, and that's what is EVS. So these children have started learning how to integrate all these subjects into one.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is what is the education policy is all about, that
Yes,
you have to integrate your art, your music, your dance, your EVS, your social sciences, your sciences, everything into one. And sitting at home with the help of the parents and, of course, the teachers' guidance, they have started doing all these things. And I'm very happy and proud that my children are doing exceptionally outstanding work.
That's great, ma'am. And ma'am, taking the cue from what you said, I guess being, mindful, resilience are two key goals to achieve to fight anxiety and pressure. So, how can
Yeah.
students develop these skills?
See, when we talk about the resilience and when you talk about how to manage stress, so first thing is the we have to educate our parents, because sometimes they get hyper. Ma'am, ये result में आधा number कम आया था. Today there was a meeting and some of the parents, I mean, I was shocked. The class UKG, the parents said 0.5 marks कम आए हैं बच्चे के. One is saying 1 mark कम आया है, so I want to know कहाँ गलती करी है. I said, listen, if the child is getting 39 and a half out of 40, what else you want? I mean, more than and then my coordinator was telling, and the mother was saying, कि बच्चे को बहुत एंजाइटी होती है, बहुत स्ट्रेसफुल रहता है, मोबाइल लेके कभी इधर कभी कहीं मेरी क्लास ना स्टार्ट हो जाए, मैं मिस ना कर दूं. But my coordinator said, ma'am, the child is absolutely fine. The mother is hyper. Mother is full of anxiety. Mother is stressful. So the behavior of the parent or the family around, it impacts the child. So my request to everybody is just relax, just chill. These things will get over. The children will, whenever they'll come to school, the schools are ready, the teachers are ready, the principals are ready. We will go through the entire syllabus. Syllabus, when I'm talking about, I'm not talking about the bookish knowledge. I'm talking about the hand-on activities. It will be done. It will be repeated. So, you don't have to be stressful. Let the children grow in a natural, stress-free environment. That is very important.
And ma'am, everyone needs to understand the value of communication, especially just like you said, within the family. And so, in fact, it can largely affect the mental well-being. So, what are your opinions on that?
My opinion, if you talk about on this, is this is very important factor as far as I am concerned, because what happens uh, in the work, in the stressful environment, the parents, both parents are working, mother father both are working, and what was happening, there was no time for the child.
Yes.
The child was coming to school, he was going back, sitting with a grandparent, and tired parents coming home in the evening, shouting on the child, you have not completed your work, this thing. And there was no time to sit with the child to understand his requirement, to understand his needs, to understand what had happened in the school, on the way, with the siblings, with the teacher. We never had this kind of time for our children. But now, and there was, if you see, there was gap coming between the children and the parents, and for the family members, for husband wife also, you know, because there was no time, because everybody was busy in the work, and भागदौड़ की जिंदगी में ठहरने का time ही नहीं है. That's what they say.
Yes, ma'am.
So now this pandemic, at least, thanks to God for this kind of opportunity, where now the whole family sitting at home, eating together,
Yes.
talking with each other, communicating the problems, and the parents are now understanding the problems the children are facing. And especially when they are online, when they're sitting for online classes and the parents are sitting, then they're understanding, my God, I have never asked my child the problems.
Yeah.
There's so many problems while the child is going through. So, and the parents are able to talk to the child, and the children are now becoming closer with the family members. Initially, they were going away, drifting away from the parents, and they were more inclined towards their friends, and and in the bargain, what was happening was the children were more prone to drugs and all these things, and tension, anxiety, and all these things. But now I think these things have little improvement is there because everybody is sitting at home, understanding each other's problem, and they have become more communicative with each other. They're understanding. They're talking to each other, and and now they know the requirement of what are the requirement of each other. Yeah.
Ma'am, yes, everyone now is talking, sitting in the family, eating together, and
Yeah.
actually solving problems of each other.
Yeah, the family who lives together, eat together, talk
Yes,
together, enjoy together is a great and happy family.
true,
It's always
ma'am.
there.
So, ma'am, coming to the social and emotional education now. Earlier, major social and emotional learning, be it direct or indirect, took place at schools, and now that every kid is learning from home. So, how to fulfill these life lessons?
Like I tell you, I've already told you that initially, yes, of course, there were problems were there, and uh, see, personal interaction is very important. I do agree, but when there is no choice, what can you do? So socially, as that because of the help of the technology, in any case, we are looking at each other, we are being interactive with each other, and need not to be physically present, but we can see each other. Socially, though the distance is there, but with the technology, I don't think so. The distance is there. Now you're
Yes,
sitting here, like if I'm sitting here and my son is posted in Arunachal Pradesh, with the technology, I can talk to him, I can see him, and so I don't think so. That kind of impact should be there, and everybody knows that the because of the safety and the security, and it has to be that norm has to be followed. That you stay at home, stay safe, uh, and it's a phase. It's a once this phase will get over, then I'm sure everything will start. You must have seen that because of the unlock 5, things are improving, and day by day everything is opening up. And in any case, the families have started going to the social functions, and to the I mean to relatives place, and the cousins are playing together, and this thing, though of course the parents have to be very very careful that they are wearing masks, they are using sanitizer, they're washing their hands, and they're maintaining that kind of distance which is there, which should be there. And I appeal to everybody that till there is a vaccine, avoid interacting too much with everybody, because it's a deadly thing.
yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, you just talked about about social distancing, and we know that social anxiety is something that is here to stay for a long time until unless you mentioned that the vaccine comes. So, how can parents and students learn together to fight this anxiety, and what do you suggest them?
My suggestion will be, first of all, let's be very very keep our minds very calm,
Yeah.
and we must rationalize everything, that with the anxiety you are prone to so many other problems. So keeping everything in mind, if you just relax, involve your children at home in various activities, maybe the music, the dance, or the art, or creating things, or in the gardening, or you can create nature everywhere. Even urban areas also, everybody has got balconies or the terrace or this, even if you don't have that kind of gardens, big gardens, but with the pots and the things available online, everything is possible. So if the child is involved in activities, in all these things, I don't think so there should be any anxiety and the pressure, but the parents should realize this thing, that first of all, I keep telling all parents that stop comparing children.
Yeah,
One should
exactly.
not compare even your own children, because every child is different in nature. God has gifted, if one thing to one child, God has gifted another thing to another child. So, anxiety starts when Like today I'm telling the result, we get the result and the parents are comparing, उसके बच्चे के इतने नंबर आए, मेरे बच्चे के क्यों नहीं आए? तो I think हमें now at this age we must understand and we must acknowledge the potential and the caliber which our own child has,
Right.
and try to uh, explore more things based on that potential rather than thinking about other children and then comparing and becoming more stressful for the children also, because when the environment at home is stressful, then definitely it affects the child. So there shouldn't be any anxiety. Keep your mind calm and think that okay, this phase is going to be over soon and everything is going to be okay, everything is going to be solved, and we must use this time for having better bonding with the family members, better bonding between the close relatives and everybody, where we were not getting time to meet them, but now is the time that in the joint families you sit together and this thing, and once you people are enjoying at home, the children also feel enjoyed, and create certain kind of environment at home where their mind is away from these anxieties and they don't feel stressful. So if the child is stressful, then definitely anxiety is going to be there. And problem is when we compare our children with others. So enjoy your child, enjoy your child's potential and the capabilities, and give them that kind of boost. Download so many things which is good for him, and let him be creative. I don't think so there should be any problem, because I have not seen any child with any kind of anxiety, and this kind of thing is very rare where the environment of the house is that kind. Otherwise children are enjoying now themselves.
Great, ma'am. So, ma'am, before closing the webinar, would you like to send any messages to your students and the parents?
Yes, one thing which I want to tell is that this is the God given opportunity, because when you come to school, you get up early morning and then you get ready, you travel almost an hour or 1.5 hour, or sometimes the school is far away, then you're traveling 2 hours and going, coming. So 3 hours you are traveling. So now you're saving that 3 hours. Okay. And you can use this time for your betterment, for your physical health. Now what's happening is, and I request the parents, you should be very very careful for your children's health, because I know when you are working you don't have time for the healthy food, and this thing every day you're giving parantha or you're giving maggie or this thing. But this is the time when you can look after your children, when you can give them healthy food, make the habits of feeding them with fruits and lot many vegetables. That's very important, because if health is not there, the child is not able to enjoy anything, because it's happening that the school when they come in the morning assembly, they are not. During our time we used to be playing in the field for 6 to 7 hours before going for nationals. But now these children, they can't even stand for 10 minutes. They faint as if, there's nothing inside their body. So you work on their physical requirements, you work on their physical health, and as well as the mental health. And parents also must take precautions when you go out. Wear mask, take a small bottle of sanitizer in your pocket, and keep washing your hands. If water is not available, please keep using sanitizer and maintain that do gaj ki duri, which is very important.
Agreed. Yes, and everyone, please maintain do gaj ki duri. And thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. And thank you for your time and thoughts for coping up with anxiety and stress in this uncertain times. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, it was my pleasure.
Thank
Good
you.
evening to all.
Bye,
Thank
bye,
you.
ma'am. Thank you.